Hello, my name is Pastor Mike, and I serve at St. Paul Lutheran Church in Elizabeth, Illinois. This is episode 26, titled, God Intervenes Again. Now, I don't know about you, but as I look back on my life, I can see that in many times and in various circumstances, God blessed me despite me. Our text for today is taken from Genesis chapter 20, verses 1 through 18. Abraham and Abimelech. From there, Abraham journeyed toward the territory of the Negev and lived between Kadesh and Shur. And he sojourned in Gerar. And Abraham said of Sarah his wife, "She is my sister." And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah. But God came to Abimelech in a dream by night and said to him, "Behold, you are a dead man because of the woman whom you have taken, for she is a man's wife." Now, Abimelech had not approached her. So he said, "Lord, will you kill an innocent people? Did he not himself say to me, 'She is my sister'?" And she herself said, "He is my brother." In the integrity of my heart and the innocence of my hands, I have done this. Then God said to him in the dream, "Yes, I know that you have done this in the integrity of your heart, and it was I who kept you from sinning against me. Therefore, I did not let you touch her. Now then, return the man's wife, for he is a prophet, so that he will pray for you, and you shall live. But if you do not return her, know that you shall surely die, you and all who are yours." So Abimelech rose early in the morning and called all his servants and told them all these things. And the men were very much afraid. Then Abimelech called Abraham and said to him, "What have you done to us? And how I have sinned against you, that you have brought on me and my kingdom a great sin. You have done to me things that ought not be done." And Abimelech said to Abraham, "What did you see? That you did this thing?" Abraham said, "I did it because I thought, there is no fear of God at all in this place, and they will kill me because of my wife. Besides, she is indeed my sister, the daughter of my father, though not the daughter of my mother, and she became my wife. And when God caused me to wander from my father's house, I said to her, 'This is the kindness you must do to me. At every place to which we come, say of me, he is my brother.' Then Abimelech took sheep and oxen and male servants and female servants and gave them to Abraham and returned Sarah, his wife, to him. And Abimelech said, 'Behold, my land is before you. Dwell where it pleases you.' To Sarah he said, 'Behold, I have given your brother 1,000 pieces of silver. It is a sign of your innocence in the eyes of all who are with you, and before everyone you are vindicated.' Then Abraham prayed to God, and God healed Abimelech, and also healed his wife and female slaves, so that they bore children. For the Lord had closed all the wombs of the house of Abimelech because of Sarah, Abraham's wife." So far, the text. Now, 20 years before, on account of his fear for his own well-being, Abram was deceitful And he allowed the Pharaoh in Egypt to take beautiful Sarai as his wife. In God's eyes, this was clearly sin. But rather than punish Abram, God showed him mercy. And God stepped in. God interceded. Abram's sin made a mess in his life and also in the life of his wife Sarai. Yet God, in order to keep his promise to Abram, intervened so that God's plan for our salvation through the offspring of Abram and Sarai would be accomplished. And now, in today's text, here we go again. This time, Abraham is in the territory of the Negev. And once again, Abraham allows another king to take his wife Sarah into his harem. Sometimes we don't learn from our own lessons. But rather than punish Abraham, God shows mercy. He stepped in. God interceded. Abraham's sin made a mess in his life, in the life of his wife Sarah, and also in the lives of King Abimelech and many, many other people. Abraham made a mess. Yet God, in order to keep his promise to Abraham, intervened so that God's plan for our salvation through the offspring of Abraham and Sarah would be accomplished. God intervened. A King Abimelech did not have relations with Sarah. God interceded. He caused the king to be ill so that he would not sin. That way, Isaac would soon be born. God went to great lengths to assure that the Messiah, our Lord Jesus, would come from the line of Abraham, Sarah, and Isaac. Talking about God's mercy. Talking about God stepping in, interceding. We make a mess of our lives all the time. We make a mess in our lives, and also our sin causes a mess in the lives of the people around us. And rather than punish us for eternity, God stepped in and offered up his own Son so that we could be saved. We can be forgiven of our sin because of what Jesus accomplished for us on the cross. His sacrifice can accomplish our salvation. Yes, God intervenes again. And when you really think about it, he intervenes on your life again and again and again because he loves you. Thanks be to God.